Tsunade here for the 18th episode of the How Kio-chan. Now before I go on the questions, I just want to thank all you guys out there who submitted questions for me. I really appreciate them, and I hope you guys continue to do so in the future. With that being said, let me get right into today's questions. Question number 1 comes from Itachi, and Itachi asks, did you really die, or is Danzo just being a dick? For those of you who have been keeping up with the manga, I suggest you guys skip ahead a couple of seconds so that I don't spoil anything for you. Let me just nip that rumor in the bud right now, because I'm not dead, I'm just in a coma. There is a major difference. As for Danzo, he's being his usual jerky self. I mean, he's trying to take over Konoha, and he's using the fact that I'm in a coma to his advantage. What else is new? This is Danzo, and this is how he'll always be. So there's no new news here. The next question comes from Demon9Fox, and Demon9Fox asks, why is it out of all the animals you picked a slug for summoning? When you think about it, all animals have a specific purpose for their owners. Kakashi uses ninja hounds because they're used for tracking, and he seems to do that very well. He also uses them in battle, but not as often. The frogs and the snakes are used in battle, as you can see with Orochimaru, Jiraiya, and Naruto and Sasuke. For me, I'm more of a medical ninja. I don't like to battle all that much. My job is to heal the injured. So, I picked slugs because slugs are easily used as a medium. Especially Katsuya. Katsuya has the ability to separate herself into multiple tinier slugs. And they can attach to people, and then I can channel my chakra through them. So it makes my job as a medical ninja so much easier. So slugs are definitely the way to go if you're a medical ninja. The next batch of questions come from Sasuke, and Sasuke asks, what inspired you most to become the 5th Hokage? In the beginning, I had no intention of becoming the 5th Hokage, or any Hokage for that reason. I always thought it was a fool's errand. But when I saw Naruto during that battle with Orochimaru and Kabuto, I was just blown away by how he was willing to stick his neck out for people he didn't even know. So, basically, Naruto was showing me up, and I'm a sannin. I can't let a little genin, basically show how much better he is. So, his determination and his words when he said how this was his dream to become Hokage really got to me, and that's pretty much what inspired me to become the 5th Hokage. His next question is being a Hokage what you expected? I pretty much grew up around Hokages. I mean, my grandfather was the first, my great-uncle was the second, my sensei was the third, I knew the fourth through Jiraiya, so basically I knew all the Hokages. So I pretty much knew what the job was all about, though I have to say I didn't expect it to be as difficult as it has become lately, but for the most part I have expected the job pretty much as is. His next question is, which is the most frequent trouble you faced as the leader of the Leaf Village? Lately, I would have to say the Rogue Ninja and the evil organizations like the Akatsuki, mainly you, Sasuke, for all the trouble you've been causing lately. But basically, that's the major problem that every Kage faces in their villages. Also, my main problem is with the personalities. There's so many different personalities I have to deal with every day, like guys and Narutos are so out of control sometimes, but that's a minor problem, but still. His next question is, has Katsuya actually saved your life on occasion? Well, as I mentioned before, I really don't do much battling. I'm more of a healer than anything else, so it really hasn't come up. I mean, even when we are in battles, if you count her warning me that someone's coming after me or something, then yeah, I guess you can say that she has saved my life on occasion, but it really hasn't come up. And his next question is, what's the greatest thing about being a legendary sannin? The greatest thing about being a sannin? Well, I would have to say that the greatest thing is just the recognition. Especially when you walk into a village and then you see all their faces and they're all like, oh my god, it's one of the legendary sannin and all this. One of the drawbacks, though, is that everyone expects so much out of you. I mean, really, we're only human. Okay, with the exception of Orochimaru, who's pretty much a freak of nature. But we're pretty much just human. I mean, give us a break. We can only do so much. And the next question comes from Kio-chan. I hope I pronounced that right. And her question is, your loved ones died when they wore the necklace? The necklace that my grandfather gave me seems to have a mind of its own. It picks and chooses who it allows to wear it. I really don't know why my little brother and my liver were rejected, but I do think it has something to do with chakra. I think it likes me because of my chakra control, and I think it likes Naruto because Naruto has the power of the nine-tailed fox, and the necklace is used to subdue the power of these demons. This is just a theory. I really don't know, but this is the best thing I could come up with. The next question comes from Rainbow X Alchemist, and she asks, how the hell do you put up with Naruto? I've had to deal with Jiraiya for over 50 years, so I've pretty much had a lot of practice. Jiraiya and Naruto are pretty much the same in every aspect. They both are absolutely insane. They're knuckleheads. So I've had to deal with Jiraiya, so I can deal with Naruto. They're pretty much the same. Also, a couple of drinks don't hurt, because then you really don't care about anything. And the last question comes from Neko Ninja Pro, the Naruto from that group, and that question is, are you ever going to let Jiraiya get to second base? This didn't appear on the show, but Jiraiya and I often gave off little hints about how we felt about each other. In private, we did have our moments, but of course they didn't last very long because Jiraiya would end up pushing it a little bit too far. I really didn't want to have a romantic relationship with Jiraiya because I didn't want to feel the same way I did when I lost Dawn. So we had a very close relationship, and that's pretty much where we kept it all our lives. If we were in a time of peace, it would have probably happened. But since we were constantly being attacked and the Akatsuki was out there and all that mess, it really didn't turn out that way. But I would have let Jiraiya go to second base if it was during a time of peace and all that kind of stuff. We would have, you know, got together. But that's impossible now since he's gone. As usual, everybody I care about ends up dying. It really sucks. But that's all the questions I have for today. I just want to thank all you guys out there for all these questions, and I just want to make a quick note that Kio-chan will be back in the next video, and we'll be asking regular questions. If you guys have any questions for her other characters, like Himori Amu from Shugochara or Kurama from Yu Yu Hakusho, please submit them and we will do those questions in later episodes. So with that all being said, I will see you guys later. Bye.